working.
You don't look like you're working.
Just checking out a couple of chateaus for our viewers.
Oh, cool. Let me see.
Now, this one's really nice over here.
Welcome back to the Chateau Dreamer channel. For those of you who haven't been here before, my name's Sarah and this is Alex. We live in Dallas and you're joining us here today at our exotic car dealership where we sell cars. We just wanted to say that we felt the love so much on our first video and we're really thankful for your support, your liking, your comments, and your subscriptions. So thank you.
Well, it's been a dream of ours to own a chateau or a castle, and we mentioned on our first video that we were going to bring you guys along on the journey. So here we are. We're actually at work today, so we're bringing you guys into our work as well, and we're going to run you through a couple of chateaus and castles that I've found online.
As we mentioned in our first video, we dream of living in a medieval French castle. But as we began our search, we realized we had a long list of features we really loved. And that makes finding the perfect spot even more challenging. Some of our must-have items include a stone staircase, a walled garden, multiple outhouses, a large kitchen, a lot of bedroom accommodations, and if possible, we'd really like to find one that's furnished with period authentic furniture.
So without further ado, let's get started and let's check them out. All right, first up, we have 20 bedroom, 20 bathroom, 3,000 meters squared, loaded with turrets, a formal garden, a moat. A moat? Wow. This place is beautiful. You come into a beautiful grand foyer that takes you into the grand salon, and the style of the house is incredible. It's well preserved, well kept, but we don't love the modern updating. It's too modern and it doesn't flow with the rest of the house. But I do love this house. It's absolutely incredible and you just don't see anything like this anywhere you go. So this is why we put this one on here, because we wanted to show you guys all the beautiful furniture and the history that they did keep, because we want to include that in our house. The place that we do end up, we want it to have lots of history that we can share with future generations, because that's what we like to do. So be sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, because we want you to follow our journey. This house is incredible because it has beautiful gardens and it's well established and the land is really well kept. It has a lot of outhouses. There's a 2CV there, which we want to get one of those. I love the statues. A river is a feature I really wanted to get, so hopefully we can find one with the river and lots of walking paths, because we have big plans to do things on the property to engage our guests. And so this is one to definitely consider.
Okay guys, we're looking at chateau number 2 now. That one's got a lot of outbuildings and it's got a castle appearance, and this is what I really like about this one. If you look at it, there's a bunch of turrets on it, and that's really appealing to me, and the sense of being a castle is another one of the interests that we're trying to go for weddings and so on. It's loading pretty slow, so if you look at the pictures you'll see that it's got a lot of land, and that's another thing that I'm interested in, is that we want a lot of trees, mature trees of course. So we're going to be using some of that for firewood, so we want a lot of land with a lot of trees on it. As I mentioned before, you know, I wanted to try and see a moat, and the outbuildings are important as well, because we will be doing weddings, hosting weddings and events, so we need to house all those people. So castle number 2 has got 15 rooms, but only 6 of them are bedrooms, but there's plenty of outbuildings. It might be one of those cases that we just have to go out there and look at it.
So Chateau number 3 is an hour away from the ocean, 10 minutes from Nantes, and it's got a large formal garden situated on a beautiful golf course. And this castle, the reason we're showing it to you is because it's ready to go for guests, which is something we mentioned we want to do. As far as the design goes, we're not really in love with the design of this house at all. We do love that it has a pond and the shape of the castle is in a square with a courtyard in the middle. We like that a lot because it makes it really easy to get around the house. But these rooms for us are really small. We don't like the way it's designed, but I do really love the property. It's really well kept. It's just missing a lot of the historical elements that we're looking for. Like I said, I really like that there's a pond and a golf course, but nobody in our family plays golf. So for us, this may not be the best fit. Plus the price is super expensive.
So now we're looking at Chateau number 4. This one is the one that we're most impressed with. It's a little bit pricey. Chateau number 4's got 2,500 square meters. That is huge. This castle's got 54 rooms, but 16 bedrooms. So Chateau 4 was designed by an architect that actually owned the property. But if you have a look at the features of it, the entrance, and it's really grand. The thing that we fell in love with is if you look at the study, it's got all the books there, the original books from the 1840s that you can just pick up and read. The chapel there that we're going to need for a wedding. The use of arches and you know, stone everywhere. It's got a large property which is about 70 hectares. It has got a U shape that we're really fascinated with and a lot of history. The reason we like this chateau is because it's all period correct. Everything has been closed up since the French Revolution according to the owners, and it's all there, all the paintings, the books, furniture. So it's actually stepping back in time, and that's what we really are looking forward to buying a property like that. On YouTube you can see a realtor walking you throughout the castle, showing you all the period correct items in there, and you can check it out on YouTube.
Chateau number 5 has 1.2 hectares of land, 15 rooms, and 8 bedrooms. What we like about this one is it's from the 15th and 16th century, so the design elements are probably going to be on par with what we're looking for. And we really like the front entrance of it with the red door and all of the stone elements and the big turrets. It's a historical monument. It has a renovated barn. It's 15th to 16th century medieval design, so it's got beautiful stones, big large wooden beams, a monumental fireplace, which is incredible. The kitchen has a good space, but as is now, it's not ready for me. We would have to do some work in there for us, but I like the doors. It's got a lot of light, so that's nice for cooking. The living spaces are really beautiful. It's ready to go for me for my garden. It has everything you need outside. A greenhouse, a walled garden, it's got an orchard, lots of wildlife. The house looks like it's pretty ready to go, just needing some minor updates, and the price isn't too bad either, so maybe we'll check that one out when we visit. Well, that's it for today's episode. We thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this video, and we can't wait to continue sharing our journey with you.
I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave those comments.
Bye.